All right, everyone, I just want to quickly explain to everyone that there are two ticker symbols that I'm going to share with you guys towards the end of this video. It's not one. So once one of them comes up, there's going to be another one. So stay tuned till the very end, because the first ticker symbol is very important coming into this week and the next coming weeks. And the second one is fresh and new, and you definitely want to have this one on your watch list. This is a speculative one, so I want you guys to be aware of that. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of these stocks. I'm just here to enlighten you guys and make you guys aware on why you should add these to your radar. So I do a brief explanation towards the end of this video on why you should add that ticker symbol to your watch list. It has an upcoming possible catalyst due to the history of the chart, and then we're going to see why moving forward it's one you definitely want to keep on your watch list. But the second one is at the very end, so stay tuned till the end. And I want you guys to be aware that it's a very speculative stock. So be aware of that as well. Do your research and do your due diligence to make your own rational decisions. So stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol BNGO, Bionano Genomics Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want to announce to every single investor that I have a Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter. The link is down below. And to stay tuned to the end of this video, because I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that has been downgraded by analysis, and it's being pulled down in the downward direction. Now, you definitely want to add this to your watch list and keep it on your radar, because no one knows the bottom and it's working its way down to newer lows. So that's why you want to watch it to see if there's a consolidation or a slight pullback. So stay tuned till the end of this video for more information on it. I'm going to go ahead and discuss in more detail why you should add it to your watch list. So BNGO, Bionano Genomics Inc. has had a run, right? We're looking at it here for some time now. So obviously there's been runs since way back here in December leading into January, slight pullback. And since the 8th, it's been working its way up towards the 11th, consolidation, and another run. So when we zoom out, there was a slight volatile consolidation period. Obviously, this was in a downtrend, ran up. This was much more of a consolidation, and here we are seeing some newer spikes and newer highs. So this is important because BNGO is having a run, hitting newer highs unseen before. This could be on its way to consolidate again and then continue to run up. I mean, there's a lot of institutions loading up on shares. I mean, BNGO had a public offering. There's so many things going on here that the only way this might pull back down again is if they do another public offering, which I'm not sure if they're going to do that or not. But if they do, it could be a sign of this to pull back, more institutions jump in, more individual investors jump in, buying more shares, and this continues to run. So BNGO is on a track here of running up. Now we want to remember where it came from. It came from way down here below $1, ran up, right, up to almost $7 and some change, pulled back to lows of 383, 370, and then now it's been running again. So we want to watch this one carefully. It ran up, pulled back a little bit, kind of moving sideways now after this slight upward momentum, and we need to see if the bulls can continue it. And I highly believe, or most likely believe, better said, that there could be another public offering. I mean, they may take advantage of that because by doing these offerings, they go ahead and receive more cash on hand to continue their innovation and their product. Now, everyone's waiting for that rumor. I mean, the rumor's still going around that ARK Invest may take a position on BNGO, and they're probably waiting for FDA approval. Or even if FDA approval, they're probably going to watch this chart closely before jumping in and making a decision. But right now, BNGO has been bought by many other institutions, and it just continues to run, and investor sentiment is pretty bullish. I mean, a lot of people are saying that BNGO is changing the games, and also it could be world changing moving forward. So some interesting stuff here with this stock, revolutionary moving forward with the innovation of genomics. So our 50-day moving average is 738. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. I want every single investor to be aware of that. And before reaching the 50-day moving average, our support here is 772. I highly suggest to every single investor, we're currently sitting at 836, to watch this carefully, how it reacts between 772 and the 50-day moving average. How quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear and bring it back up? Super, super important for every single investor to be aware of this, that 772, if it gets broken through, you want to watch how it reacts between the 50-day moving average, 772, and how quickly it moves lower, or could the bulls reappear before getting out of bearish territory and work its way back up, right? Because the closer it's getting to the 50-day moving average, the closer it's getting to get into bearish territory. So in this area, the bulls can start to lose control and it's heading towards bearish territory. So how could the bulls get out of that? Pull themselves up within this area here between 772 and 738. So there's a very small window there. Now, on the other hand, we have the highest point reach, which is very important moving forward, and that's 949. I want every single investor to keep that in mind moving forward for the next coming days and weeks. But the first resistance level to get any further in the upward direction is 891. That's the highest point where this leveled off after those highs up here. It dipped and pulled itself back up. 891 definitely needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can continue this upward momentum and pull further away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction. So I want to emphasize this one more time, and I want every single investor to be aware of this. 891 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So for those of you that have stayed, stay tuned. I'm about to share with you guys the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. So stay tuned for that information. So for those of you that have stayed till the end of this video, I'm going to share with you guys the new ticker symbol that you want to add to your watch list. You definitely want to have this one on your radar because analysis ratings have pulled it down, and they could be completely correct or incorrect. Or even while being correct, investor sentiment can reverse that and take it in the other direction. Now, we're going to look at the chart in just a moment, but that ticker symbol that I'm about to share is FCEL, Fuel Cell Energy Inc. I don't know if you guys already have heard about it or if you've came across it at some point, but you definitely want to have this on your radar and keep it on your watch list. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on a ticker symbol that's being pulled down. We don't know the bottom. No one knows the bottom, but there could be opportunity here because this sector is pretty hot and growing. Now, let's go ahead and put fuel cells chart. So it reached a high here of about $20.95, almost $21. We're already down to $15.97. Now, when you look at this, it's being pulled down and it's kind of moving sideways here. So we want to see going into this week, will it be pulled down even more? And there's several different support levels to look at. So I want every single investor to be aware of the fact that I do daily chart analysis on fuel cell. So if you want to follow that, you can as well to see what's going on. But right now, you can definitely see the drastic change. And this could be an opportunity or the analysis rating could be correct. So there's two ways it could change. Investor sentiment is bullish, and even though that analysis rating exists, they're completely ignoring it and pull this right back up. Or another analysis comes to rebuttal it. But we're going to have to see how it continues. Now, I want you guys to see fuel cell, how it's reacting. Now, one of its competitors or another one in its sector doing something similar has had a similar pullback as well. I'm not sure if analysis ratings have been done on this one that's pulling it down, or it's just overall the sector itself. So you guys want to keep that in mind. A lot of people compare fuel cell to Plug Power. There's been a slight pullback. I mean, this reached highs here of 73. We're at $60. This reached highs here of 21. We're at like almost $16. So $5 less, and the other one's down about 10. So we want to watch it closely. We want to keep this in mind. And you can also look at Plug Power, see how it's doing, they are not directly correlated. They could possibly be indirectly correlated in some way, but we want to focus in on fuel cell. That is the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. Keep it on your radar and keep it in mind moving forward to see how it plays out, because analysis ratings are pulling this down. Now, this could continue in the downward trend. We don't know the bottom yet, but we want to see if there's any catalyst that brings it back up to consolidate, or will it consolidate here till the next catalyst to start to run again, because investor sentiment is pretty bullish on this, but we're seeing some of it pull back already. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So for those of you that have stayed to this point, I want to say thank you, because I know that some of you guys have probably already seen the fuel cell information in the previous videos. But since today the market was closed, I want every single investor to be aware of that going into this week and the next coming week. Now, the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is DGLY, Digital Alley Inc. And I have the chart pulled up because I want to show you guys why I believe this is a very important stock moving into this week. It's a speculative stock, so I want you guys to be aware of that. But there is a correlation here, whether it's indirect or direct, on specific dates that the stock moved up. And I believe that if you put the dates together with the date that's coming up, there's going to be some similar move. Now, it doesn't guarantee it, but it's showing that. So we want to pay close attention to this, and you definitely want to do your research and due diligence. And I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold, but I am here to enlighten everyone on the information on why this stock should be added to your watch list, and you should watch it closely, keeping it close on your radar. So the first catalyst was here that I see, which is in the most recent months, and it was from October 30th to the November 2nd, and then kind of holding itself up on November 3rd. That was election day, first run. Now it kind of just hung out sideways, kind of hung out in this area, going up and down, and the next run was leading into the 6th. So you could see the anticipation already forming since the 31st. It ran up, it dipped a little bit on the 6th, and then it ran up to these highs all the way up here at 398. It went down from 260 all the way down up to 398, almost $4. That was about a whole dollar and like 30 cents, 40 cents, if you go ahead and do the math. Interesting enough, this is election day. January 6th is the date that Electoral College was going to announce the official winner and then who was going to get inaugurated. We could see it dip quickly. It dipped down, ran up. It's consolidating right now. We want to see how this is going to play out tomorrow, the 19th, which should continue the consolidation. And we want to see how it's going to react on the 20th. Now, history doesn't tend to guarantee or repeat itself every time, but I'm showing you guys my reasoning behind why this is a stock you definitely want to add to your watch list going into this week. Wednesday should be the catalyst for us to see this move up. That's inauguration day. When you put all 3 days together, they have a direct correlation leading into inauguration day. They all have a compound effect. What happened here then makes the decision that happens here, and what happens here is going to lead on to what's going to happen here. So these 2 days are showing me that inauguration may be the next catalyst. Now, it's not guaranteed, but we want to watch this. We want to learn from this, and we want to pay close attention to how this stock is reacting leading into the 20th. Now, it's a big run here on the 6th, so I want you guys to know how speculative this stock is. It ran up and it fell down. It ran up, held itself up, and within one more day, it fell. So this is a very speculative stock. I want every single investor to be aware of that. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position on DGLY, Digital Alley Inc. I'm just here to enlighten you guys and make you guys aware of a stock that I believe is going to have another catalyst run, right? Because of what these dates entail, how they directly or indirectly correlate to how the chart reacted, and how the next day that has a correlation with this date and this date, which is inauguration, is going to possibly make this run. Now, it's not guaranteed, but we want to watch this closely. I hope that with these videos you guys are learning with this information. I hope to see your guys' reaction. What are your thoughts on DGLY, Digital Alley Inc.? And thank you guys so much for watching. Share this with your friends and community. And as always, let's make some money.